Step back into the Wild West and uncover the heartbreaking real-life stories behind the stars of The Lone Ranger, 1949 to 1957. While they brought thrilling adventures to the screen, many of the 30 cast members met tragic and unexpected ends. From mysterious accidents to untimely deaths, this deep dive reveals the hidden sorrows behind the legendary TV show. Discover the fates of the actors who shaped this iconic series and learn how their off-screen lives were marked by loss and tragedy. Prepare for a story as gripping as any Western. Lane Bradford, born on August 29, 1922, grew up with a passion for the rugged Western lifestyle. This adventurous spirit led him to work in rodeos, ultimately paving his way into acting. Bradford gained recognition in 1949 when he portrayed Duke Wade in The Lone Ranger, a role that showcased his authenticity as a character. He was known for his work as a dependable character actor in numerous Western films, which solidified his reputation in the genre. Lane was married and had 2 children, Brad and Jody, but his family life faced significant challenges. A tragic moment occurred when he suffered a severe injury during a stunt, leaving him with lasting physical consequences. Later in life, he fought against cancer, which ultimately took its toll. Bradford passed away on June 7, 1973, at the age of 50 due to heart failure, leaving behind a legacy marked by dedication and resilience in the face of adversity. Chuck Courtney, born on July 23, 1930, was a vibrant child who found his true calling in the world of acting and stunts. His journey began in local theaters, and by 1950, he was capturing audiences' hearts as Dan Reed in The Lone Ranger. His performance was full of youthful exuberance, which contributed significantly to the show's appeal. Throughout his career, one of his standout roles was in Billy the Kid vs. Dracula, where his versatility shone through. Chuck married and had 2 children, Kathy and Tom, but his life was marred by tragedy. After the loss of his wife, he struggled profoundly with grief and personal issues, which led to a tumultuous period in his life. Courtney's health declined over the years, culminating in a tragic event when he took his own life on January 19, 2000, at the age of 69, leaving behind a legacy of heartfelt performances shadowed by personal demons. Jay Silverheels, born on May 26, 1912, was a spirited child raised in the Six Nations Reserve in Ontario, Canada. His early passion for sports led him to excel as a lacrosse player, but he soon found his calling in acting. In 1949, he gained fame for portraying Tonto in The Lone Ranger, becoming one of the first Native American actors to achieve significant recognition on television. Throughout his career, Silverheels fought against stereotypes, infusing his character with dignity and depth. He married and raised 6 children, Marilyn, Karen, Pamela, Jeffrey, Gail, and Joseph. However, his life was marked by tragedy. He faced relentless discrimination in Hollywood, which took a toll on his mental health, and he was involved in a serious car accident that left him with lasting injuries. Silverheels passed away on March 5, 1980, at the age of 67 due to complications from a stroke, leaving behind a powerful legacy as a trailblazer for Native American actors. Clayton Moore, born on September 14, 1914, was an adventurous spirit from Chicago who discovered his love for performance early in life. His education at Stephen K. Haight Elementary School and Senn High School laid the foundation for his acting career. In 1949, he stepped into the role of the Lone Ranger, captivating audiences and becoming a beloved figure in American television. His portrayal brought a sense of heroism and charm to the character, earning him widespread acclaim. Moore's personal life, however, was fraught with challenges. He was married 4 times and had a daughter, Dawn, but struggled to maintain lasting relationships. His most significant hardships included a bitter legal battle over the rights to wear the Lone Ranger costume, which caused him emotional distress and affected his career. Additionally, he dealt with various health issues throughout his later years. Clayton Moore passed away on December 28, 1999, at the age of 85 from a heart attack, leaving behind a legacy that continues to resonate with fans of classic television. John Hart, born on December 13, 1917, was a determined child with a flair for acting. His studies at Pasadena Junior College fueled his passion for performance, leading him to a career in film and television. In 1950, he stepped in as the Lone Ranger during Clayton Moore's contract dispute, adding his own charisma to the role. Hart's career was marked by versatility, with appearances in various westerns and adventure series. However, his personal life was tinged with sorrow. He married twice and had 4 children, Buddy, Robin, Chad, and Jennifer, but faced the pain of losing his first wife, which deeply affected him. He later battled health challenges, including complications from dementia, which forced him to step back from acting. John Hart passed away on September 20, 2009, at the age of 91 from complications related to dementia, leaving behind a rich legacy of performances in the Western genre and a poignant reminder of the fragility of life. Mickey Simpson, born on December 3, 1913, was a charismatic child whose athletic prowess translated into a promising career in acting. He studied at the University of Southern California, where his passion for performance flourished. In 1950, he captivated audiences as Ben Boone in The Lone Ranger, and his performance added a commanding presence to the series. One of his notable achievements was his critical acclaim for the film Giant, which solidified his status in Hollywood. Mickey married and had 1 son, Michael Jr., but his personal life was fraught with heartache. He faced the tragic loss of his wife, which plunged him into a deep depression. This personal tragedy was compounded by his battle with heart disease, leading to a decline in both his health and spirits. Mickey Simpson passed away on September 23, 1985, at the age of 71 from heart disease, leaving a legacy of powerful performances intertwined with poignant sorrow. House Peters Jr. was born on January 12, 1916, and initially found his passion for acting while growing up in the shadow of his father, a renowned silent film actor. This early exposure to the film industry guided him toward a career in acting, and he eventually attended Beverly Hills High School. In 1950, he gained recognition for his role as Bat Anders in The Lone Ranger, a performance that showcased his strong screen presence. Over the years, House became famous for his role in a memorable commercial as Mr. Clean, which further solidified his place in American pop culture. He married and had 3 children, John, Hetty, and Tina. However, House faced immense personal tragedy with the untimely loss of his wife, an event that deeply affected him. Later in life, he battled pneumonia, a condition that would ultimately lead to his death on October 1, 2008, at the age of 92. His life, though marked by professional successes, was overshadowed by these profound personal losses. John Cason, born on July 30, 1918, was a spirited child who embraced adventure and quickly discovered a love for acting. His early years were spent working in rodeos, an experience that lent authenticity to his performances. In 1949, he portrayed Barney Compton on The Lone Ranger, capturing the essence of the Wild West and establishing himself as a versatile actor. Cason's career flourished through his numerous appearances in Western films, which earned him a devoted following. While John married, he chose not to have children, dedicating his life entirely to his craft. His personal life was marred by several tragic moments, including a serious on-set accident that left him with lasting injuries and a subsequent struggle with alcoholism that impacted his career. John Cason's life came to a tragic end on July 7, 1961, at the age of 42, when he died in a car accident. His legacy, though rich with contributions to the Western genre, is forever tinged with the sorrow of his personal battles. John Doucette was born on January 21, 1921, a robust and determined individual who pursued his passion for acting from an early age. His education at Glendale Community College played a pivotal role in shaping his career. In 1949, he appeared as Andrew Gage in The Lone Ranger, bringing a depth and intensity that resonated with audiences. John was also well known for his portrayal of General Lucius Morton in The Big Valley. Throughout his life, he married and had 6 children, John Jr., Joseph, Judy, Jeff, James, and Jerome. However, Doucette faced tremendous heartbreak when he lost his wife, an event that shattered his family dynamic. He later fought a long battle with cancer, enduring both physical pain and emotional turmoil. John Doucette passed away on August 16, 1994, at the age of 73, after succumbing to cancer. Despite his significant contributions to television and film, the challenges in his personal life serve as a stark reminder of the fragility of happiness amidst success. Harry Lauter, born on June 19, 1914, was an adventurous spirit who developed a love for the outdoors in his early years. Growing up in a dynamic environment, he balanced his interests in sports and theater, which eventually paved the way for a successful acting career. In 1949, he took on the role of Dave Tucker in The Lone Ranger, where his rugged authenticity resonated with audiences, making him a memorable character. Lauter enjoyed a fruitful career in westerns, most notably his work on Tales of the Texas Rangers, where he became a recognizable figure in the genre. His personal life, however, was marked by tragedy. He married and raised 2 children, Harry Jr. and Terry, but faced significant challenges when he sustained a severe injury on set that nearly sidelined his career. Furthermore, he struggled with heart disease in his later years, affecting both his health and happiness. Harry Lauter passed away on October 30, 1990, at the age of 76 due to heart failure. Harvey, born on January 10, 1901, was a lively and curious child who pursued his passion for the performing arts from an early age. His education at the prestigious American Academy of Dramatic Arts in New York equipped him with the skills necessary to thrive in the entertainment industry. In 1949, he portrayed Clem in The Lone Ranger, adding a warm and relatable presence to the series. A notable highlight of his career was his extensive work on The Roy Rogers Show, which garnered him a dedicated fan base. Harvey married and had 3 children, Harry Jr., Doug, and Judy, yet his personal life was tinged with sorrow. He faced the heartbreaking loss of his wife, which left him grappling with grief and loneliness. Additionally, he encountered various health issues as he aged, complicating his later years. Harvey passed away on November 27, 1985, at the age of 84 from natural causes, leaving behind a cherished legacy of beloved performances in family-oriented shows and westerns. Richard Crane, born on June 6, 1918, was a bright and talented child who discovered his love for performance early in life. His education at the University of Michigan was instrumental in shaping his acting career, allowing him to hone his craft. In 1950, he took on the role of Billy in The Lone Ranger, where he infused the character with youthful energy and charm. Crane's career flourished when he starred as Rocky Jones in Rocky Jones, Space Ranger, which not only made him a household name but also cemented his place in the science fiction genre. He married and had a daughter, Cheryl, but faced tragic moments in his personal life. The unexpected loss of his wife brought him profound sadness, casting a long shadow over his happiness. Additionally, Crane struggled with cancer in his later years, which further complicated his life. He passed away on March 9, 1969, at the age of 50 from a heart attack, leaving a rich legacy of memorable performances that spanned multiple genres and touched the hearts of many. William Challee, born on April 6, 1904, was a creative and imaginative child whose passion for the performing arts emerged early in life. He studied at the University of Minnesota, where he honed his skills and cultivated a deep appreciation for acting. His breakout role came in 1950 when he portrayed Bad Eye Dixon on The Lone Ranger, captivating audiences with his intensity and the complexity he brought to the character. A significant highlight of Challee's career was his role in The Asphalt Jungle, a classic film noir that showcased his talent for playing morally ambiguous characters. Outside of his professional life, William married and had 1 son, Michael. However, his personal life faced severe trials. He experienced the tragic loss of his wife, an event that left an indelible mark on his heart. As he aged, he battled various health issues, which compounded his struggles with grief. Challee passed away on March 11, 1989, at the age of 84 from heart failure. Robert Kellard, born on April 23, 1915, was a vibrant and adventurous child who discovered his love for acting during his formative years. His education at the University of Southern California provided him with a strong foundation in the performing arts. In 1949, he charmed viewers as Ace on the Lone Ranger, a role that allowed him to showcase his charisma and engaging personality. Throughout his career, one of his standout performances was in the action serial The Secret Code, where he gained recognition and became a familiar face in adventure films. Robert married and welcomed 2 children, Robert Jr. and Patricia, into his family. Yet, his personal life was marked by profound tragedy. The loss of his daughter was a devastating blow that haunted him for years. In addition to this heartache, Robert faced a challenging battle with cancer, which ultimately claimed his life. He passed away on January 13, 1981, at the age of 65. Emmett Lynn, born on February 14, 1897, was a lively and talented child who found his passion for the performing arts early on. His experience in various local theaters played a crucial role in developing his acting abilities and stage presence. In 1949, he portrayed Amos Carter on The Lone Ranger, adding warmth and humor to the series, which endeared him to audiences. Emmett became a beloved character actor known for his extensive work in westerns, where his charm and likability shone through. He married and had 1 daughter, Ethel, who brought joy to his life. However, his personal journey was not without hardship. He faced the tragic loss of his wife, a devastating event that profoundly impacted his emotional well-being. Throughout his later years, Emmett struggled with health issues that further complicated his life. He passed away on October 20, 1958, at the age of 61 from a heart attack, leaving behind a legacy of heartfelt performances that continue to be celebrated by fans of classic cinema. Rand Brooks, born on September 21, 1918, grew up as an athletic and adventurous child, which naturally led him to explore the performing arts. He attended Los Angeles High School, where he participated in various drama clubs that nurtured his budding talent. In 1949, he played the role of Al Summers in The Lone Ranger, where his dynamic presence contributed to the show's popularity. One of Rand's career highlights was his performance as Charles Hamilton in the iconic film Gone with the Wind, which garnered him significant recognition in Hollywood. Rand married twice during his life, welcoming 2 sons, Randy and Michael, who followed their father's footsteps into the entertainment industry. However, his personal life was marked by tragedy. He faced the heartbreaking loss of his first wife, which left a profound impact on him. He later battled cancer, a struggle that tested his resilience. Rand Brooks passed away on September 1, 2003, at the age of 84, from cancer. Nan Leslie was born on June 4, 1926, a bright and talented child with a passion for acting that blossomed early in her life. Her education at Beverly Hills High School provided her with a strong foundation in the performing arts, where she actively participated in drama productions. In 1949, she captured the hearts of audiences as Alicia Scoville in The Lone Ranger, showcasing her charm and skill. One of her notable career highlights was her role in the series The Californians, where her versatility as an actress shone through. Nan married and had 2 children, Robin and Robert, but her personal journey was marred by tragedy. She endured the painful loss of her husband, an event that deeply affected her and her family. Later, she faced the challenges of Alzheimer's disease, which gradually diminished her quality of life. Nan Leslie passed away on July 30, 2000, at the age of 74 from natural causes. Phil Ted, born on September 29, 1893, was a spirited and imaginative child who discovered his love for performing at an early age. His education at Carnegie Mellon University equipped him with the skills necessary for a successful acting career. In 1950, he portrayed Cherokee Webster on The Lone Ranger, infusing warmth and humor into his character that resonated with audiences. Phil's career highlight came from his memorable role as Mayor Pike on The Andy Griffith Show, which showcased his comedic talents and established him as a beloved figure in television. Throughout his life, Phil married and raised 3 children, Phyllis, Patricia, and Peter. However, he faced significant tragedies, including the devastating loss of his wife, which left him heartbroken. He also battled health issues in his later years, which affected both his personal and professional life. Phil Ted passed away on June 9, 1974, at the age of 80 due to a heart attack. Glenn Strange, born on August 16, 1899, was a robust and adventurous child who embraced the cowboy lifestyle early on. His formative years were spent working as a rodeo cowboy and performing in traveling shows, experiences that ultimately paved the way for his successful acting career. In 1949, he brought the character of Butch Cavendish to life on The Lone Ranger, becoming known as one of the most notorious outlaws in the series. A highlight of his career came when he portrayed Frankenstein's monster in Universal's classic horror films, which showcased his unique talent for embodying iconic characters. Strange married twice and had 3 children, Janine, Wynma, and Randall. However, his life was marked by tragedy. He endured the heartbreaking loss of his first wife and later faced a tough battle with lung cancer. Glenn Strange passed away on September 20, 1973, at the age of 74. Walter Sandy, born on July 9, 1906, was a determined and talented child who nurtured a passion for acting from a young age. His education at the University of Washington equipped him with the skills and knowledge necessary to pursue a successful career in the entertainment industry. In 1949, he portrayed Sheriff Taylor on The Lone Ranger, bringing a sense of gravitas and authenticity to the character. One of his career highlights was his memorable performance in the classic film To Have and Have Not, where he demonstrated his ability to create impactful characters. Walter married and had 2 children, Walter Jr. and Donna, but his life was not without its challenges. He faced the painful loss of his wife, an event that deeply affected him, along with a prolonged battle with heart disease that ultimately took its toll. Walter Sandy passed away on November 22, 1971, at the age of 65 from a heart attack. James Griffith, born on February 13, 1916, was a bright and creative child who found joy in both music and acting. His education at the University of California, Los Angeles, provided a solid foundation for his diverse career in entertainment. In 1950, he took on the role of Flint Taylor in The Lone Ranger, where he brought intensity and depth to the character, captivating audiences with his performance. A significant career highlight came with his portrayal of Doc Holliday in Masterson of Kansas, which showcased his versatility and talent for embodying complex characters. Griffith married and had 2 children, Patricia and James Jr., but faced profound personal challenges, including the tragic loss of his son, which left him devastated. Additionally, he battled cancer later in life, a struggle that weighed heavily on him. James Griffith passed away on September 17, 1993, at the age of 77 from cancer. Gene Roth, born on January 8, 1903, was a robust and adventurous child who discovered his passion for acting at an early age. He began his career in vaudeville, where he developed his stage presence and honed his comedic skills before transitioning into film. In 1949, he landed the role of Big Jim Folsom on The Lone Ranger, where he captivated audiences with his commanding presence and larger-than-life persona. Gene's career was marked by numerous appearances in serials and B-movies, which solidified his status as a recognizable character actor in Hollywood. He married and had 2 children, Peter and Anna, who were a source of joy in his life. However, Gene's personal life was touched by tragedy. He experienced the heartbreaking loss of his wife, which left him devastated. He later battled various health issues that compounded his struggles. Gene Roth passed away on July 19, 1976, at the age of 73 from a heart attack. Myron Healey, born on June 8, 1923, was an adventurous child whose early passion for acting and music set the stage for his future. His education at the University of California, Los Angeles, provided him with a solid foundation in the performing arts, enabling him to showcase his talents in various forms. In 1950, Myron portrayed Ben Murray on The Lone Ranger, where he added depth and nuance to his character, earning recognition in the Western genre. A career highlight was his extensive work in numerous Western films, which made him a familiar face among fans of the genre. Myron married and had 1 daughter, Catherine, who was a significant part of his life. Unfortunately, he faced immense tragedy with the loss of his wife, an event that deeply affected him. In addition to his personal struggles, Myron battled cancer, which ultimately took his life. He passed away on December 21, 2005, at the age of 82 from lung cancer. John Pickard, born on June 25, 1913, was a lively and determined child who found joy in the world of acting. His education at the University of Missouri shaped his understanding of the performing arts, providing him with the tools needed for a successful career. In 1952, he played Deputy Henry Slack on The Lone Ranger, where he brought authenticity and charm to his role. A career highlight was his portrayal of Captain Shanks on Boots and Saddles, which garnered him recognition in the industry. John married and had one son, John Jr., who became a source of pride for him. Yet, his life was marked by heartache. He experienced the loss of his wife, which left him grieving. In his later years, John faced the devastating effects of Alzheimer's disease, a condition that diminished his vibrant spirit. He passed away on August 4, 1993, at the age of 80 from natural causes. Denver Pyle, born on May 11, 1920, was a lively and adventurous child whose passion for acting emerged early in his life. He grew up in a family that encouraged creativity, which nurtured his artistic spirit. His education at the University of Colorado provided him with valuable training and exposure to the performing arts. In 1951, he landed the role of Arlie McQueen on The Lone Ranger, where his rugged charm and compelling performance contributed significantly to the show's success. A career highlight was his iconic portrayal of Uncle Jesse on The Dukes of Hazzard, where he endeared himself to viewers as a loving and wise figure. Denver married twice and was a proud father to two sons, David and Tony, both of whom pursued careers in the entertainment industry. Despite his professional achievements, Denver faced significant personal challenges, including the tragic loss of his first wife, which left a profound impact on him and his family. He later battled lung cancer, enduring physical pain while remaining committed to his craft. Denver Pyle passed away on December 25, 1997, at the age of 77 from lung cancer. Stanley Andrews, born on August 28, 1891, was a bright and curious child who approached acting with unwavering determination. Growing up in a supportive environment, he pursued his education at the University of Iowa, where he cultivated his love for storytelling and performance. In 1949, Stanley portrayed Dave Ingalls on The Lone Ranger, a role that added depth and gravitas to the character, making him a respected figure in the series. A significant career highlight was his long-running role as the Old Ranger on Death Valley Days, a popular anthology series that allowed him to showcase his talent to a wide audience and establish his legacy in the Western genre. Although Stanley married, he chose not to have children, focusing instead on mentoring young actors and nurturing the next generation of talent in Hollywood. However, he faced tragic moments in his life, including the heartbreaking loss of his wife, which weighed heavily on him. Additionally, he struggled with health issues in his later years, impacting both his personal and professional life. Stanley Andrews passed away on June 23, 1969, at the age of 77 from a heart attack. Edmund Cobb, born on June 23, 1892, was an adventurous and hardworking child who found immense joy in the performing arts, showing an early interest in acting and storytelling. His career began in silent films, where he quickly established himself as a reliable actor, ultimately paving the way for his long-standing presence in westerns. In 1949, he played the role of a sheriff on The Lone Ranger, where his authentic portrayal resonated with viewers, showcasing his ability to embody the spirit of the Old West. Throughout his impressive career, Edmund featured in over 600 films, making him one of the most prolific character actors of his time. He married and welcomed a daughter, Marjorie, who became a source of joy for him. However, Edmund's life was marked by personal tragedy. He faced the devastating loss of his wife, a heartbreaking event that deeply affected him. Additionally, he battled heart disease, which impacted his overall health and quality of life. Edmund Cobb passed away on August 15, 1974, at the age of 82 from a heart attack. Douglas Kennedy, born on September 14, 1915, was an athletic and adventurous child with a passion for storytelling that blossomed in his early years. Growing up in a vibrant environment, he engaged in various sports, which later influenced his dynamic screen presence. His education at Amherst College offered him a strong foundation in the arts, enhancing his skills and broadening his horizons. In 1950, he portrayed Bull Gunderson on The Lone Ranger, where his rugged demeanor and commanding performance made him a standout in the series. A significant highlight of his career came with his role in the science fiction film The Land Unknown, where he displayed remarkable versatility. Douglas married and raised 2 children, Donald and Penny, but faced profound personal challenges, including the heartbreaking loss of his wife, which left an indelible mark on his spirit. He later battled cancer, a struggle that intensified as he fought to maintain his health and quality of life. Douglas Kennedy passed away on August 10, 1973, at the age of 57 from cancer. Stanford Jolly, born on October 24, 1900, was a bright and imaginative child whose dreams of acting fueled his determination to succeed. His education at the University of Denver equipped him with the tools necessary for a long and varied career in the entertainment industry. In 1950, he took on the role of Asa Jones in The Lone Ranger, infusing the character with depth and authenticity that resonated with viewers. Throughout his career, he became well known for his extensive work in serials and B-movies, becoming a familiar face to audiences during Hollywood's golden age. Jolly married and had 3 children, Sandra, David, and Thomas, but his life was marked by tragedy. He endured the painful loss of his wife, which profoundly affected his outlook on life. Additionally, he struggled with heart disease in his later years, a battle that complicated his health and happiness. Stanford Jolly passed away on December 7, 1978, at the age of 78 from a heart attack. Mira McKinney, born on October 23, 1892, was a lively and talented child whose love for the performing arts emerged early on. She honed her craft at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts, where she developed the skills necessary to navigate a successful acting career. In 1950, she delighted audiences with her portrayal of Granny Ritchie on The Lone Ranger, bringing warmth, humor, and a touch of wisdom to the character that made her an audience favorite. A career highlight was her role in the critically acclaimed film The Grapes of Wrath, where her acting prowess was showcased alongside some of Hollywood's greatest talents. Mira married and had 2 children, Alice and George, yet her personal life was marked by tragedy, including the heartbreaking loss of her husband, which left her grieving and resilient in the face of adversity. She also faced health challenges in her later years that required her to demonstrate remarkable strength. Mira McKinney passed away on May 2, 1978, at the age of 85 from a heart attack. What do you think about the deaths of the actors in The Lone Ranger, and who do you miss the most among them? Leave your comments below and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to see the latest videos.